Ebube Chukwu dị n'arụ m, ọ dị n'arụ m. Ebube Chukwu dị n'isi m, ọ dị n'isi m. Ebube Chukwu dị n'arụ m, ọ dị n'arụ m. Ebube Chukwu dị n'isi m, ọ dị n'isi. Ebube Chukwu dị n'arụ m, ọ dị n'isi m, ọ dị n'arụ m. Ebube Chukwu dị n'isi m, ọ dị n'arụ m, ọ dị n'isi. Ebube Chukwu dị n'arụ m, ọ dị n'isi m, Ebube Chukwu dị n'isi, ọ dị n'arụ m, ọ dị n'isi. Ebube ya ji, ọ bụ ebube ya ji, ọ bụ ebube Chukwu ji m, ọ bụ ebube ya ji. I have confidence in God I serve. Yes, I have confidence in God I praise. He's doing marvelous things in my sight. Because His grace has covered me, I am victorious. Ebube Chukwu dị n'isi m, Ebube Chukwu dị n'arụ m, Ebube Chukwu dị na ndụ m, ebube ya jim jim jim. Ebube Chukwu dị n'isi m, ọ dị n'isi m. Ebube Chukwu dị na ndụ m, ọ dị ya ọ dị n'isi m, ebube ya dị na ndụ m, ebube ya dị n'isi m, ebube ya ji m, ọ dị n'isi.
Ebube Chukwu dị n'arụ m, ebube Chukwu dị n'isi m. Echetara m ihe mere arụ one ma one gara aga. Esi m Lagos wee na-eje Abuja, mgbe ụgbọala bụ anyị rutere n'Ọkada na Benin, very close to Okada Junction. Ụgbọala bụ anyị nwere head-on collision with another upcoming bus going to Lagos. Ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ nwụrụ anya bụ ụgbọala, mana esi m na window maka na moto squeeze the driver na onwe ya adịgo trapped, he can't even come out. Na window ka anyị si wee litu wee nye aka na-ebupụtasị ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ, ndị dị unconscious, ma ndị gbajiri ụkwụ, ndị a na-ekechi ejiri akwa wee na-ekechi ụkwụ ha. Ma ama ka m ji wee malụ na ebube Chukwu dị n'isi m, marakwa na ebube Chukwu dị n'arụ m. Nwachukwu, mgbe ị kwelu na Chukwu okike, kpesie ya ike, maka na ebube Chukwu ga-adị n'arụ gị, ọ ga-adịkwazị n'isi gị ma ọ bụrụ na ị kwelu. Ya gazie.
His glory is here, His glory is sure.
Good morning viewers all over the world. Egwu nụrụ kịta bụ egwu si na ngalaba na-afụ gbasara mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo Ugochi to Ọdịnala Temple led by me, a na-akpọ Nkwa Group. Ọ bụrụ na like nya bụ egwu, chee download jee na audio mark, the iTunes and rest of them, chọọ nya bụ egwu ma download ya. We have all the rights. For some of you that are seeing me for the first time, Ọmụ Ogbuefi Eze-Ana Ugochi tubelu na Oraifite na Anambra State, ma ọ kpọkwazie m Akajugo. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja Ugochi to Ọdịnala Temple. Anyị na-agba afa gbaa afa miri emi, rụkwazi ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Abụkwazi m onye isi nchụaja na Ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission, bụrụkwa onye mgbasa ozi ọdịnala Igbo. So you can call me an Ọdịnala evangelist, I will answer. I am a priest. My mission is to help people live better life. N'ụbọchị taa n'oge awa nke isiokwu anyị ji bịa bụ more you should know about elemental beings, mystics, and the entities of powers. So if you pay attention to this lecture, believe in me, you will learn something very unique. Yes, something that will help you in this life. Because I keep saying, if you are knowledgeable, you will be a master. If you lack knowledge, you will slave. Yes. And I keep telling you, what you don't know remains a mystery to you and not to all. So before we dive into today's lecture, important announcement. Don't forget that we are seeing the month of January. Our group rituals for the month is still ongoing. We will close it for the month and on the last day of this month. Listen to what? As you go in the temple, church, and call for Kubiyoku, listen to this all over the world. I will connect at distance. It's not a barrier, and all more than an hour temple, and China at home, and I find out. So it will be kiss on your bobbino. I won't need interested issue and I have a jambuni and activity. I just go near Bunio to put them madin. We started this group ritual over 3 years now. We have massive testimonies, believe in me. But as you all know in the temple, we don't share testimonies on social media or even Eze-Ana TV. You know why? It's not necessary. But I can tell you, yes. So I'm only interested what you have to do. Chat me on WhatsApp. Forward your 3 prayer requests. I get them out and I try and I go for the open city. You know, wow. But see, pass on one. I got better than me with eatable things. You know, lady. The mess I can me. Bagotana walk a letter. Dimly, Bondo Banje, Chuaja, Yemme, Bagotana Temple, Chuaja to entities of powers. You guys are even trying to move Messaka. In the Chumaja, can I carry on? So I'm only interested. This way, he gave me chat me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 0805 7837672. I repeat, 0805 7837672. My 0813 8243 871. I repeat, 0813 8243 871. Let's now proceed. Yes. What I'm saying is that the topic of today, as you all know, is more you should know about elemental beings, mystics, and the entities of powers. What I want to tell you today is that the after creating the entire universe, the entire creation, which earth is part of it. He created the planes, the kingdoms, the realms, and regions. So, in this gross material world, the entities of powers that governs these unseen beings. Do you know? Let me explain something to you. Do you know how you normally see earthly kingdoms? Let's say towns. Okay, let me use towns. Each town and cities you are seeing here on earth has rulers. Maybe it could be mayor, it could be Igwe, it could be Obi, it could be all the royal cabinets, leaders. The same ways work the earthly governance in each state. Whether you call it state, you call it town, you call it cities and everything. And we're rulers, physical rulers. The work of the physical rulers is the headship and to govern the activities, to make sure that the citizens or people living in that particular city, town, state are living in harmony. The same way case when unseen forces that are in charge of these town, realms, kingdoms, and whatever unseen. So, like I told you before, the spiritual control the physical. Because before anything will happen in this gross material world, the world you are seeing with your eyes, it must have taken on form and shape in the spiritual realm. So, happening in the world of gross material, It's just to confirm. It's just confirmation of what the decision that have been made in the spiritual realm. Same with the spiritual entities. Why most people are running into problems today is because they don't understand how things work. They don't understand them with supernatural beings. Yes, because they are not seeing beyond their nose. So for that reason, they run into problem. I will give you an example. People that understand my teaching understand why that I normally like to give examples. You know why I normally give those examples? If you forget what I said, you remember the example I cited. Example, if we go to the Bible, let me use Bible. Some of you will be always asking, why am I quoting Bible? Yes, I'm quoting Bible because I'm a spiritualist, and before now, I used to be a Bible scholar. So for that reason, and I understand also that 80% of my audience have come across Bible in one way or the other. So it doesn't make any sense using what they have not read, I mean the book they have not read, to give them instances, because it will not make sense and they might not understand it perfectly. So that's why I'm citing Bible. So what am I saying in essence is this? What I'm saying in essence is this, that you remember the story of Saul. When Saul was traveling, yes, I think to Damascus, he met a spiritual being. But for the fact that he is Saul at that particular time, are not spiritually exposed to spiritual matters. He has not matured to a level where he can perceive or even see or even hear from the elemental beings. So as he's going there, his primary purpose is to go there and commit more murder. Now, according to that allegorical story in the Bible, we are told that as suddenly the horse, the animal he was traveling with, saw those animistics, saw that elemental beings standing on their way and refuses to go. Saul, the one that is traveling with that animal, the horse, for the fact that he does not understand or see what is happening in the spiritual realm, okay, call it the medium. Because why I call it the medium is that he cannot even see with the physical eyes. So it's something that is happening beyond his imagination. So he now says that the animal he was traveling with, he disobeyed. He began to hit the horse. Probably, when he hit that horse, probably the horse must have cried with pain. My Ogada, are you not seeing what I'm saying? That we cannot move beyond this. Maybe the pains, the cry, it caused more problem for him. Because when he began to hit that horse, the spirit unseen being got angry with him and made him blind. Remember the story how he was taken to one man in the Bible and who took him to where he regained his sight. The rest of the story, we know it. But what I want to take from there, the take home message from that message is that there are some certain things that is happening in the world of medium, and it's only people that are permitted. Whether there is some animals that are matured animals, because we human beings sometimes you look down on animals. There are some animals that are more matured than even most of people living here. So, and the horse is one of them. We have other animals. I don't want to start mentioning names. So, they have this ability to see some certain things that is in the medium. So, but what I want to take there is that to show you that some certain things that the elemental beings in the medium has power. That they can make or mar any human being. So they are superior. These elemental beings, ordinary elemental beings are superior. Yes. So let me tell you, do you know that Even people that study human anatomy will tell you that we are okay. We all know that we are higher animals to compare the what we know and consider less animals. You remember the story in the Bible where they told you then will ihe anodendo 4 living things. Then will a lion in the throne. Remember? So not necessarily then will animals that are highly matured. I don't want to that because that one is a highly sensitive teaching that is on its own. But what I want to take you there is that elemental beings is very strong, and they are not our servants. After creating the entire universe, he created the beings. The primary purpose of these beings is to take charge of the entire creation. They are accountable to Chukwu. They are accountable to principalities and powers. They are there to give account. However, in the course of their work, they normally come across man in one way or the other. And if you are in their good book, you build personal relation with them. Yes. On doing their work, they can bless you. They have the ability. If you cross their path in the wrong way, you can be harmed. They have the powers. Let me give you some of the stories you might have heard when you are growing up. And were some of our fathers that encountered these elemental beings, either on their farmland or some of them encounter while going to stream and the rest of them. The truth of the matter is that unless if you are privileged, some of the spirits, maybe you are elemental forces, maybe you are spiritual associates, including Yachi and the rest of them, they might decide to let you perceive their presence. They might decide to give you the grace in order to withstand the vibration. But without permitting you to be able to withstand the vibrations that radiate from them, believe in me, once you encounter the element, just ordinary elemental beings, I'm not even talking about the entities of powers, those beings that are from the higher realms. I'm talking about ordinary elemental beings. Ordinary elemental beings, because they are the primary beings. Izuo more the elemental beings. In the past stories, they became unconscious. Some will even be dumbfounded. Everybody can say that night to a room. Before you know it, he became like lifeless, unconscious. Maybe it took another intervention from a spiritualist where they came as if too bad. Can't exactly hear Meriano. And when they in the process, it will now be revealed that now this particular person is more we could cheer you on. Only they cannot deal like that. What can they do? Lifeless. Maybe for days. Those days, and I bath and I church and I yawn a plead. Till they plead, you don't well, marry that thing. Well, quitter. Or go say, I you a church in order to pacify and appease them. Before they will now release the person. The person will wake after 3 days, will recover consciousness. The person might begin to tell you what he or she passed through in that medium. Are you following? So more, if there is no need doubting whether if there is medium, if there is elemental beings, mystics and the entities of powers and the mystics, they are real, they exist. They exist. So I remember the first day Or not only all on the first day actually, but there is this particular day I came. Almost the first time I did my spiritual exercise in my house. Yes, in the village. So on this particular day, I opened all the windows as usual. I began to call my spiritual associates, etc. and etc. Began to call. Say na m na ha chọ ka anyị nọrọ ya ọnọdụ abalị. At this particular time, when they began to come, I began to feel this abato you were warm now. Abato you were warm now. But I stayed put. So I have to confidence because I know that Nando Tuadego at a stage I absorb the vibrations they came with. At a stage, I began to master it. So, but if you are not permitted on the first day of encountering them, you lose your consciousness. You'll be unconscious. So, only is go more. In fact, when you are even asleep, you met a being or an elemental being in the dream, you will find it. That one is even different because in Eze-Ana no karam man Eze-Ana more in the land of the living with your earthly body entered and conscious. Ishigebu. I want to my hair more. Ono I kochawu. You got to hear more about we here na for social media na segasi. Before they are saying na Eze Mamet. Oga. Here about the imagination of the person that snapped the thing. Is Photoshop work and rest of them. Yes. I can tell you the imagination. There's no elemental beings that even allow you to take up your camera and begin to snap. So stop seeing those pictures. Some people sometimes will be seeing pictures of imagination of mermaids in the social media. My brother, my sister, is not real picture. There is no way. But if you see real mermaids, isi ga-ebu. Yeah, what the phone get him or every camera. Watching it over. I'm telling you. Come go isi ga-ebu. One of the key yes you well when I say na case snap why am I here that. Well, other person. So just know that those pictures are just the imagination of the painter or the artist. Yes. So, but what I can tell you, whether men will elemental beings, yes, and where the sharks, and where the salamanders, and where water sprites, and where mermaids, and where herbs, and where gnomes. There are many depending departments in the Nalo. And when the Nalo, the yes, elemental beings in Nalo. Then when the Nalo, the salamanders, and where the water sprites, and where mermaids, then are not a million, and where gnomes one day Nafumaka growing of rock, and where herbs one day Nafumaka growing of sacred trees, plants, and flowers, and rest of them. So, but what I want to tell you today, know that then what these elemental beings, they are not your servants. The only thing they can do is to make them your friends. Like I always advise you, always build what I call personal relation with Umu. If you build personal relation with Umu, it shall be well with you. Yes, you build personal relation so that they will always see you as their friend, and so that any challenges you face on the course of living here on earth, they will intervene because over time you have built personal relation with them. But they are not your servants. You are not the one that created them. It's Chukwu gave them the mandate to be here. Have you asked yourself, Why is it that rock grows? Yes, it's the activities. If you have gone to cave and other things, you understand what I'm saying. These elemental beings are higher beings. They are stronger than man. They are not humans. Yes, they are beings. And that they are beings, they are not like human beings. Yes, they are spirits. Let me use this word. Those spirit has level by level. And well, elemental beings, and well, other beings, and well, the entities of powers in the higher realms. Then where's there the principalities and powers? Then where's there the primordials? We had the throne of the primordial queen. Then where's the divine throne and the rest of them. So these entities of powers are in existence. Then some certain beings considered as mystics. I don't know on the side there, but I see no kalap. Side there, but I see no kalap. Enugu maka Okalaku. Okalaku simple means in their own dialect means Okala mmadụ Okala mmụọ. Right, Okala mmụọ onye bụ Okalaku. Are you following? That is mystics. Then on earth here as we speak, and with mystics all over the world. Na-abịa na agbụrụ dị iche iche. Yes, with great powers and great gifts. Yes, they are coming in human forms, lives in the midst of their people, but they will deal on certain things that are exceptional. They are mystic. Their life now one day maragari. In local palace, some people will describe them as a nnukwu onye ogbanje. Yes, so their life is mystery. Their life is based on their own. So them the mystics. Then where's the higher entities of powers? Then I cover so many kingdoms and realms and mediums that are totally in charge. All of these entities, these realms, case we report to more than teacher, but the teacher now all the teacher ama and address as a local. They are higher beings. They are higher entities. So, him na chekowala gebo na enwelu they exist. And the more you understand how they work and make them your friend and align yourself with purity. One thing about these forces is that they are beings from the light region. They are very unique. They are here for justice. They don't take side. They admonish purity. They admonish you to always have good longing, good thoughts, so positive seeds, so that you will reap positivity in return. So their own, they promote living upright life, because they are all working for the glory of Chukwu Okepuri. They are there. They are based from the light region. So for that reason, whatever if you want to become their friend, you must always live an upright life. Intentionally. Never you desire to hurt anybody. Intentionally. Never you intentionally desire to hurt anybody. By so doing, you'll be building personal relation with these entities of powers and elemental beings from the light region. From creation to work manager. If you are living negative lifestyle, you always attract those negative vibration beings. And all have all job. But if you are living a positive lifestyle, you will be attracted to those positive beings. And then always follow from the light region. But then we're region of the darkness, we're region of the light. It's a different lecture. There I will give a lecture concerning the region of the light and the region of the dark. So it depends on whatever you choose for yourself. Life is all about what you sow. But remember, let me warn you before I close. Remember, in creation, whatever you give out is what you sow. That is why Galatians chapter 6 verse 7 says, God can never be mocked. Whatever you sow, so shall you reap. So always strive to sow good things in creation, because check it or leave it. Whatever you sow in creation must flow back to you, the originator. If you hit ball on the wall, it must bounce back to you. That's how nature made it. And nature made it that if you plant corn, you reap corn, even in multiple fold. You might plant a seed of corn, but when harvesting, you harvest multiple seeds of corn. So that is one thing you should know. But if you are living upright life, and the only way you will be make yourself available and become friends with these elemental beings and entities of powers and mystics is by living an upright life, so that they will be attracted to you naturally. So, but if you are living the opposite, you will attract those negative beings to you, and they shall not be well. The story will not be well with you. So let me stop here. So in your daily activities, always call upon these elemental beings and entities of powers to join you in your venerations and your devotions. Daily devotion, very important. By so doing, it shall be well with you. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, chat me on WhatsApp 0805 7837672. I repeat, 0805 7837672. 0813 8243871. I repeat, 0813 8243871. See you tomorrow. No, one case of one on everybody. I'm a channel you come.